Pleasant good morning to you, boys and girls, and how are you this morning? I trust that you all had a wonderful night rest and you are all pumped and ready for today's science lesson. Now, for today's science lesson, we would be doing a very important and interesting topic. Our topic would be germination. Let me say it one more time, germination. Now, at the end of today's lesson, each and every one of you will define the term germination and correctly list the conditions that are necessary for germination to occur. Let me go it over for you once again. At the end of today's lesson, each and every one of you will define the term germination and you would also correctly list the conditions that are necessary for germination to occur. Wonderful. Now to start our lesson off, Miss Emily has a little activity for you to do, right? Now the activity involves a video. Now the video, each and every one of you will be looking at the video, observing, putting on your goggles, your very super large goggles, your wonderful listening ears, and your very interesting thinking cap to find a definition for the term germination. Right? Remember, our topic is germination and the video is based on germination. Now, all you have to do is come up with a definition for the word germination. Now, let the video begin. Your very super large goggles, your wonderful listening ears, and your very interesting thinking cap to find a definition for the term germination. Right? Remember, our topic is germination and the video is based on germination. Now, all you have to do is come up with a definition for the word germination. Now, let the video begin. Wow, something is pushing all the way at the top there. Wow. Lovely. Wow, the leaf. Please pay keen attention to everything that is falling, everything that is shaking. Just look at it very carefully. Wow. Oh my goodness. Ooh, look at that. Wow. Nice. Interesting. Now, I trust that each and every one of you paid keen attention. Now, let's get straight into the activity. After looking at that video, what have you learned? What definition have you came up with for the word germination? Let me hear you, Chandra Paul. Very good. Did you hear him, class? Give him a wonderful round of applause. Very good. Next person. Okay, Kamlawati, I see you raising your hands in the corner there. Go ahead. Very good. Did you hear what Kamlawati said? Speak up a little for me. Thank you very much. Wonderful. Give her a round of applause. Very good. Now, very good. Now, very good. You are all brilliant students and I know you all paid keen attention and you grasped your own different lovely definitions for the term germination that means the same thing. Now, all in all, what the video is telling me and what two of our beautiful and wonderful students just told us, germination is growing a new plant from a seed, right? All put everything together, what you said, basically that is what it means. And you are very right. You're very correct. Now, the term germination is basically growing a new plant from a seed. Now, in order for all of this to happen, in order for germination to happen, there are a few conditions or there are a few things that are necessary, that are needed in order for it to happen. Now, some of those things are sunlight, wind or air, moist soil, and also water. So we need 4 lovely things in order for a seed to properly grow, right? The first one would be Come on, list. Very good. She said sunlight. Water. Very good. Next one. Very good. Air. And the last one, moist soil. Right? Now let me get into it a little deeper. Now we all know what water is. And can somebody tell me two things or two places that we could get water from? Very good. We could get water from the sky by rain, when rain falls. Very good, Kamlawati. We could get water from our garden. In the garden. Oh, the pipe in the garden. No, yes, wonderful. Very good. No problem. That is so nice. Any other place that we could get water from, that plants could gain their water from? The trenches. Very good. Some farmers use water from the trench to water their plants. Yes, very good. Now when water is applied to dry soil, right? Tell me what happens to it. Very good. It becomes softy. Very good. I like the word you're using. It becomes soft. You could squish your hands through it. And therefore, if you could squish your hands through it, it clearly can tell you that when the root of the seed grows, it can smoothly pass and maneuver its way into the soil and grab hold of it, right? Very good. Now, sunlight is very, very important to a plant because it helps the plant to make its own food. Now, imagine if sun does not shine, right? And the plant is waiting there all the time for the sun. Will food come? Will it be able to make food? No, it can't, right? So sunlight is very, very important. We need sunlight, right? We need water, we need sunlight, and we also need moist soil. But something that is also important is air, right? Air. Now, can you imagine living without air? Is it possible to live without air? No, it's not. Every living creature on the face of the universe needs air in order to breathe, in order to survive, in order to live. Now, similarly, we humans breathe air. Likewise, plants also breathe air. Now, you may not see a nose on a plant. No, you may not, but you can see a leaf, right? Our breathing organs are different. So the plant uses leaf to breathe, and and humans use our nose to breathe. Now, another thing to note is that in order for if we have all of these things combined, these conditions combined quite right, we can grow a seed. Now, in order to grow a seed, right, we have to place it into the moist ground. And when we place the seed into the moist ground, something happens, right? Remember, the moist ground has water in it and so on. Now the seed would swell. The tiny seed that you place there would swell, right? And the seed coat would be on there. And the seed coat would hold the cotyledon inside. And once the seed coat holds the cotyledon inside, remember the seed is already swollen, so therefore water is inside already. Now the little radicle that is in there sucks up the water and feeds the new baby plant. Now, just like when you were little baby boys and girls, your parents gave you names, right? Some of you may be named Chandra Paul, one of you may be named Sarah. My name is Emily. My mommy gave me a special name. Likewise, that little baby plant in that tiny seed has a name, right? When it is in that tiny seed under the ground, we call it the embryo. Right? Grows downwards. When the root grows downwards, the shoot grows upwards. Look at it. It's growing upwards there. The root is already spread. And now, one thing to note about the root, it does not only, it's not only there to gather food for the plant, but it's also there to hold the plant in place in case of any heavy breeze that should pass. Remember, the seed has two cotyledons. Remember, we did the seed before, right? It has two cotyledons. Now, each cotyledon would be on either side of the new stem that is growing. Look at the video. It's showing there. Now, the seed coat would fall off after a few days. After the tiny leaf would have already come out from it, it would fall off and it would eventually become a part of the soil. Wonderful. And the leaf and the stem would keep growing and growing and growing until the leaf is fully matured enough that it can breathe for itself. Now, once the leaf is mature enough, the two little cotyledons that we see at the side there would eventually dry up and something would happen. Anybody, you saw the video before. What would happen when the cotyledon dries up? Very good. Give yourself a wonderful round of applause. I have brilliant students in my class, brilliant pupils. Wonderful. They said, you said, and Chandra Paul said, and Kimberly also said that the cotyledon would fall off. Right? So we all would have seen in this little video that germination is growing a new plant from a tiny seed. It's growing new plants from a seed. Now Miss Emily has a lovely game for you to take part in, right? And this game is basically teaching you how to grow a new plant. Now I would have already sent the link to you, and I know most of you would have already opened it. Now click on the link and let's get busy into this lovely little game. It's loading. Come on. I know you all can do it. Wow. Beautiful. Wow. There's so many things I can plant, so many seeds I can plant. This is very interesting. Oh my, Miss Emily would have planted tomatoes, cucumbers. I chose another cucumber to plant. Wow. What would have you chosen? What seeds would have you would have chosen? Can anybody tell me? Oh, you would have chosen a tomato like me? Oh wow. Some of you would have chosen sunflowers. Interesting, nice. I want to see how those tiny plants would grow very, very big with the help of all the right materials. Wonderful. Now, after we would have planted the seed, what is necessary? Good, we need water. We have the cloud. I have a cloud here. Can you tell me what you have? Some of you see cans, a watering can. Wow. Okay, let me use the rain because most of the time rain falls. And when rain falls, it waters plants. Very good, Kimberly. Nice observation. Now that we watered our plant, we got air, we have soil. What is missing? Yes, don't say it. Click on it and let the magic work its way. Oh my goodness, it's growing lovely. I see fruits. I see vegetables. Wow, this is so interesting. I grew some tomatoes. I grew cucumbers. And I also grew an impatient plant. Very good. Now the next lesson is for us to, do a little recap. Now, what have you learned from today's lesson? Very good, Kimberly. What about Chandra Paul? Okay, Chandra Paul, nice. You're going on the right path. You've learned a lot. What about you, Imani? I saw you sitting there quietly. Imani, come on, what have you learned? Oh, lovely. You learned that in order for things to grow, what else? In order for things to grow, you need, very good, the conditions needs to be, okay, it needs to be right. Very good. Now, I have a lovely little conclusion video for you today. You're going to be looking at the video, and as soon as the video will have come to a finish, you are to break for lunch. Very good. Now, let's go into the video.
Come and meet the farmers. We plant the fruits and veggies that you love. With fresh food winners we grow. What's for dinner? Wanna try? Yum, yum. See you at the market. Yum, yum. Oh, hey!
I'm Farmer Will and I need help, please. Don't know why my broccoli won't grow.
Did it get sunshine?
A lot!
Did you water it on time?
I forgot!
That's okay. We can water it together.
Here we go! Grow, 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 grow! Woo! Come and meet the farmers. We plant the fruits and veggies that you love. With fresh food winners we grow. What's for dinner? Wanna try? Yum, yum! See you at the market.